Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. I want to thank you guys for all the support and love I've been getting. Be sure to follow me on TikTok and Instagram at It's Action Figure. That's ITS Action Figure. And you can also find me on Twitter at It's Nisaj with 3 J's. That's ITS NOSAJJJ. All right, so today, you guys, we're going to be doing a story time about how a DL trap dude taught me how to love. And I'm not going to prolong it. It's a real exciting story. And just keep in mind, you guys, that at the time I was just getting into my sexuality. I was just finding out that I was interested in men and whatever. So I really didn't have any preference. So he found me on Facebook one day. And keep in mind that he was a trap dude. So he like in the streets, like he dealing with stolen cars. He moving like illegal substances, and I'm just like 15, 16 years old. So I don't know anything about nothing for real, but however, we connected on Facebook some strange way. I know he was a plug at the time, right? And I used to lie about my age. Now, I don't condone lying about your age, you guys. But yeah, I was like always really tall, and I always looked like an adult, and I carried myself really maturely. So I was like 15, 16 years old, and we connected through Facebook. I was lying about my age at the time when we did connect, so he had no idea that like I'm 15, 16. I think I'm telling him like I'm 17, but my birthday really is in June, and we connected around like the summertime. So I was telling him I'm about to be 18 and whatever, and like we, continued to build a little relationship. And he used to pull up, and I used to cop off him and whatever. So I'm from Jersey, I'm from up north. When you cop, that means you're like purchasing illegal substances, right? I don't condone the buying of like nothing, you guys. So look, so he used to pull up on me and whatever. He used to hit me up on Facebook. He used to drop me off on my cannabis and whatever. And he dabbled in a couple other things too that I don't know if I could really say on YouTube. And next thing I knew, our relationship and our bond just got deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. And I found myself actually chilling with him at like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. Now, keep in mind, I'm 15, 16-year-old. How am I getting out the house and like staying out? I have no idea, but it was happening. And he used to come pick me up at like 12 o'clock. He'll pick me up and take me to the like some rinky dinky like alley where like guys are like pulling up with stolen cars and like all this other stuff. So at the time, I know he's like DL, but I'm like masculine presenting. So you can't really like tell that, oh, like they messing around. You feel me? It was just like a regular guy, regular homies chilling. And he used to have me around, like, the trap used to be crazy. He used to have, like, stolen cars in and out of it. I don't really want to say too much. I don't want to say his name for, like, security purposes and whatever. And, like, we're just not into outing people over here anyway. So, he used to pull up with me to, like, these rinky-dinky places and whatever, where it's, like, a lot of illegal stuff happening, stolen cars, drugs, all that, right? And I found ourselves actually building a bond to the point where now I'm actually spending the night at his house. So he know I smoke weed. At the time, I was like, I think I was popping pills too. Like I was popping pills, so he know I smoke weed. So he got the pills on deck. He got the weed on deck. He letting me tote guns. So like, if you know me from back then, I used to always like have guns in my picture. Like I'm 15, 16 years old, and I'm toting guns. I got nines in my hands, like big Dracos, like just all types of crazy stuff, right? And he was the plug, so he is like supplying me with his lifestyle. But at the time, he think I'm 18 at the time, you feel me? But in our reality, I'm like 15 years old. But he like, I don't know. I don't really want to say he knew because I was lying, but I'm like, I don't know. I'm gonna just leave that in the air for you guys to decide, right? So at the time, I was having like turmoil at my home and whatever, right? So I ended up getting like, I ended up running away, right? I ended up running away, but when I ran away, I had this thing where like, all right, I wasn't going to be home, but I was going to make sure that I went to school, right? So I'm in school, I'm spending the night at his house and whatever. I'm literally living with a whole like guy for like at least like a whole week, but he's like DL and whatever. So keep in mind that now I'm actually around like his lifestyle for a little bit. This is where I found out he had a baby mother, right? So we chilling one day and whatever the case may be, and he literally like picks up the phone in a rage. Like he's raging. I'm like, oh, what's going on? I'm minding my business. I'm somewhere sedated, right? And I could hear like a female, like, like wilding and whatever. Like, when you can hear the tone of it, but you can't really make out like what they saying, but like, oh, it's like it's a girl. So it was one of those situations and whatever. So now I'm like, yo, what's up? Like who that and whatever. So now he like, oh, this my baby mom. She tripping. Like she need some bread. Like bread mean money. She she needs some money for like, regular stuff, essentials, I guess. So this is where now we're actually starting to like get to know each other a little better and whatever. So I'll eventually make amends at home. I go back home. So now I'm back in my own place and he's doing his own little thing on the side and whatever. So keep in mind, I'm making music too. So he got me around these guns. He got me around these drugs. You feel me? I'm having a time of my life. Like I'm literally living it up. I'm 15 years old. I'm going to school the next day after just staying out like around like, and I'm not condoning none of this, you guys. It's like a totally different aspect of it now, right? So I'm in the car with him. And you know how the phone connects to like the Bluetooth and whatever? The phone connects to the Bluetooth. And on the phone, you hear his baby mom tripping about her family first card that he done stole. Well, yeah, and then cashed it in for like, bread and whatever. So I don't know why he did that, cause it's not like he was broke. Like, you feel me? I guess like it was more money, like more money and whatever. If you ask me, he took that girl money and was like getting me stuff. You feel me? And whatever the case. So keep in mind that I said he found me on Facebook. We were connecting on Facebook, right? So the phone connects to the radio. And she just wilding off like, oh, da-da-da-da, you a fiend ass nigga. Why you steal my family food stamps? You feel me? So I'm just like, whoa, like I don't got nothing to do with this at this point, you feel me? I'm getting a little uncomfortable. It's a lot going on. Drop me off home. Drop me off home right now. Like I don't got nothing to do with nobody family food stamps getting cashed in. I don't got nothing. Like take me home. I don't want to deal with this. You feel me? So I guess he drops me off home and whatever, and it's like dead silence, like no communication. When I mean silence, I mean like with us communicating. And keep in mind, it went from like us sneaking around, having kind of a stable communication to after that whole situation, like it's just dead silence for like a few days and whatever, right? So he tells me like, yo, she done found my Facebook, like all this extra stuff and whatever. So I guess he had to like cut ties. But that's why messing with DL, like trap dudes and whatever the case may be, is not really like a good idea. I wouldn't suggest it. I was young, like just experiment, finding out what I like and whatever. So he tells me like, oh, she found my Facebook, she found our messages, So I guess they had a little falling out, whereas like they separate. So at this point, me and him is actually bonding more now because it's kind of like she know that like it was some fishy stuff going on. She don't really know at like what height it was happening at. So our bond is now connecting and growing, and like I'm getting to know him a little bit better now. I feel like he feels open enough to actually express himself to me, and we're actually like, keep in mind I'm 15 to 16. I keep saying this because that was like a totally different time. So you introducing me, I smoke weed, I pop pills, I like guns, and you introducing me to like a lifestyle like that. So it's kind of like, I'm not going to say conditioned because I was already liking it, right? But it's kind of like, what I like. So now I literally feel like I'm in a fever dream at this point. Like it's everything I ever wanted and whatever the case. So we're actually like enjoying it. Oh, and then he finds out that I'm not 18, you guys. This is what happens. So my birthday rolls around, right? Like the next year, my birthday rolls around and he's like, so I'm like, yeah. So I'm like, yeah, I'm about to be this age, right? I was 16 or like 17, turning 18, whatever. I think 2 years done went by, and now I'm finally am 18. So he like, oh, that's crazy. You was lying about your age. I kind of knew you was lying. This is what he said. Like, I kind of knew you was lying, but I didn't really say nothing because when I'm staying with him, I'm getting up and I got to go to school, right? Because just because I ran away didn't mean I wasn't going to school. Like, no, I'm getting up and going to school from his house. So needless to say, when his baby mom found out and when their relationship got a little bit rocky, now we're connecting more on like an intimate level and whatever. He's like putting me on to all these things that I like. So I'm having to experiment the experience of my life. And keep in mind, I'm still like low key too, but I'm low key because I'm just coming into like what I like, right? Opposed to me having like a whole family. Like I've been doing this for some years, right? So I'm fairly new. So once we're connected on like an intimate level, you guys, what's messing with? He ends up getting back with the baby mother and having another baby and whatever, right? So this is why I say like he kind of taught me how to love, kind of, because it's like, all right, one, I know exactly what not to look for. Like, I know exactly what I don't want. And then it's kind of like my first time actually experiencing like a love that I had, it was kind of like toxic, right? Like, it wasn't, it wasn't like your typical, oh, we're talking, oh, like everybody like know what they're doing. Like you got somebody who's experienced versus somebody who's not experienced, right? Then you got like a lot of the sneaking around. For some reason it made it seem like euphoric. It was like mystical, you feel me? It was like it was a spark when you got to sneak around and like do stuff, you feel me? So it was I was just as at fault, if you ask me, because I was learning how to love, you feel me? I was learning how to deal with my emotions and like these new feelings that I was feeling. But moving forward and like now today, I definitely know what I like and I definitely know what I'm looking for and like what I'm not looking for. And like a lot of you guys may see my relationships now that I have and think like, oh yeah, like big difference, right? I know, crazy story. So make sure you guys follow me on YouTube, subscribe to my channel. Make sure you guys like, comment, turn on post notifications, and I will be doing more story time with you guys as well. Be sure to follow me on all social media, you guys. That's Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. If you have any more networks that you guys would like me to go on, like Patreon, I could get a little bit more into details and like talk about the like sex details and all that extra stuff. But this is YouTube, so we're gonna keep it PG-13. I appreciate the support, you guys. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and Action Figures signing out.